Alright guys, welcome to the Loft Gym. Today we're going to be unboxing and assembling the large column stand from PowerBlock. This is part of the U90 Stage 3 gym package that I ordered. And the reason I have two boxes here is that there was some shipping damage. Initially, for the first box that I received, PowerBlock lived up to its excellent customer service reputation, mailed me out a new column, didn't require anything to be shipped back whatsoever. Just sent it to me and it's here for me to use. And so that's what we're going to be doing today. Unboxing and assembling the large column stand. In the first box here is the replacement shipment, so let's see if this one survived. Looks to be in excellent condition. Let's get ready to assemble. Okay, in this box is the original shipment. It includes the full column stand, and this is where the shipping damage actually occurred. Here we have the package with the instruction manual, as well as the trim pieces, the rubber and the plastic that go onto the top of the column stand to make it the non-slip surface, as well as give it a better appearance. This is the back of the column, just a black powder coated sheet metal piece. This is the initial column that was damaged in shipment. There's a divot. This is the platform that the dumbbells will be resting on. And like I mentioned, there's plastic trim pieces that go into each of these holes for the adder weights, as well as rubber mats that are peel and stick for the flat surfaces here so the dumbbells don't slide around. Here's a bag of hardware that comes with the column. Just bolts and lock nuts to put everything together. This is the plastic base of the column stand. Stamped made in the USA right here. Excellent. And so the column will just attach to these holes here, and then obviously the platform for the dumbbells will go on top. That's what we'll be doing today. Step one is to attach the column to the base using 6 screws and 6 lock nuts. So there's 2 screws in the front, there's 2 screws on each side. The screw is black and it will go to the outside, and the silver nut will go on the inside. At this point, we're just going finger tight. We're not tightening anything. This is self-explanatory, but you want to make sure that you're facing the front of the column to the rounded portion of the base so that the column is tipped forward. That way when you come up to place the dumbbells, it's articulated towards you in a comfortable manner. Step 2 is to attach the back plate to the column. You'll do this by sliding it inside. Make sure that the holes that are designed for these last 2 holes on the bottom are down. Now you will just attach this back plate with the same screws and lock nuts that you had before. Everything is just loose and hand tight right now, so lining up the holes should be no problem. Okay, once you have all your bolts and lock nuts hand tight, all the holes are filled, you can now go ahead and tighten them. I'll be using a 10mm wrench and a driver to do so. I'm also going to use a manual screwdriver just to quickly make sure that all tightness is uniform and I didn't forget any of the bolts. Okay, once you're happy with that, we're ready to move on to the next step. Next step involves attaching the top platform to the column, and you'll do that by sliding in these notches here on the inside, and again securing with the provided bolts and lock nuts. Orient it with the flat side down. Drop your notches in there. And in order to get the bolts in there, there's actually holes in the top of the platform, so you can use that access to slide your bolts through. And secure with the nuts. I'll leave those loose until I have all four in, and then we can proceed to tighten them up. I'm also going to do it in a crisscross pattern just to ensure everything lines up correct. PowerBlock has made all these holes slotted, so there's quite a bit of wiggle room and easy to line everything up. There's no extra hardware, so make sure you don't lose any of the bolts and nuts. Once again, once all the bolts are in and hand tight, go ahead and tighten them all securely using your wrench and screwdriver at this time. Once again, I'm going to go in a crisscross pattern. This will make sure that the column is not distorted in any way as I'm tightening it. All right, the easy part's done. Here are the non-slip mats that you'll be installing under the dumbbells. There's also two pieces that go on the flat legs at the bottom. And finally, there's one piece that goes inside here under the column weights. So you just would slip it inside there and slide it all the way to the bottom so that when you drop in the outer weights, they're nice and cushioned. Yeah, I found it's easier to just align the mat to the bottom edge here. That way you don't end up with the mat skewed by the time you get to the top. main mats are on. I will follow the same approach to install these smaller mats on the bottom here. I'll just drop them in on the bottom so that they're nice and level and glue them in place. That's all there is to it. Alright, now the most challenging piece, the one that goes inside here. There's absolutely no access, and it needs to come all the way down inside the square tubing here to the bottom where the adder weights are. So again, I'm going to try to peel off the bottom inch here, slide it in, and see if I can't get it stuck on here correctly. Alright, that didn't work, but I think I have an idea. I'm going to use some blue tape and attach it to the backing here. And then this will allow me to have a way to pull back the backing once the mat is all the way inside there. So let's give that a go. Okay, I have that first initial inch of the mat glued on, and now I'm going to try to pull this and see if I can get the backing off. And that was a fail. Okay, now I'm just poking a piece through the top hole here and trying to peel back the backing here so maybe I can pull directly on this. Alright, I was able to remove the backing by curling that whole mat back in on itself, and now I just need to unwind it in here. Alright, that seemed to have done the job. So what I ended up doing was I bent back the first inch or so of the backing, glued it down. Inside I had the mat curled in on itself, and then I was able to unroll it smoothly to glue down to the bottom inside there, because like I said, there's no access, so this is the most challenging piece of the whole installation. The last step here is to install the trim rings for the adder weights, and these just snap in. And you could also apply this nice thick decal if you so choose. Now I'm not big into stickers, so I'm gonna leave this off for now and make a call whether or not I want to do it later. That's it, the stand's fully assembled. It's quite light, quite compact, easy to move around, and pretty clean looking. Now let's get some 90s and see how it works. So it's quite steady actually, even with just one 90-pound dumbbell on it. height's good. Right where you want to be, there's a little lip to prevent the dumbbell from sliding off. Yeah, I think I'm pretty happy with it. Alright guys, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching Loft Gym and the assembly video for the PowerBlock large column stand. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you next time.